Hey, it's Trevor and the kids back in the Dad Bod or Bus Kitchen. Today's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so we're all off of school, and the kids decided they wanted to make a video today. So I said, sure, let's do it. What do you want to make? And they all answered
Brownies.
Brownies. So we're going to do a little bit of a healthier alternative on our normal brownie recipe. We're going to include some ingredients that we don't always use, and I'm excited to see what they look like, and even more excited to see how great they taste when we finish up here. So the first ingredient that we're going to use is oat flour, and you may be asking yourself, why are we using oat flour as opposed to all-purpose flour? And really, it's the health benefits. It's less gluten in the brownies. It also increases heart health, decreases cholesterol, and it's just a nice little alternative to our regular all-purpose flour. You can buy oat flour in the grocery stores if you look for it. Otherwise, we just like to make it when we need it. And the easiest thing to do is just take your oats. I'm using steel cut oats here. And just put a few in the little micro blender here. And then we're going to screw the cap on and get it right here on the blender. We'll pulse it up for just a few seconds. We've already got some ground up here, but you'll be able to see what a nice little floury texture that it has. It makes just a great alternative for normal flour in your recipe. So we're going to start off here with 2 tablespoons of oat flour. Braxton, will you pop that in there for me, please? Yeah, just dump it right in. All right, and then Kinsley is going to dump in. We've got a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. All right, thanks, Kinsley. And then Chloe's going to dump into for me a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And you can get that out of the way there for me. Excuse me, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Kinsley's going to put in a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. And Braxton's going to follow that up with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to get that in here, and then we need a little bit of sweetness here. So Kinsley, if you'd put in the 2 tablespoons of packed brown sugar in there, and then we're going to get this working here for me. So Braxton's going to use the fork to kind of beat up the brown sugar there and get that all mixed together. And if you want to step off to the side there and mix that together, Braxton, I'll have the girls start on the wet ingredients. And in a separate bowl, we're going to start with our wet ingredients, and I'm going to give a helping hand here with the sticky peanut butter. And what we've got here is a 1/2 cup of creamy peanut butter. And you can use whatever peanut butter you have. If you have regular peanut butter at home, go ahead and use your peanut butter. You know me, I like to use the natural creamy peanut butter as we work together, and use that here in the recipes as well. Kinsley is going to dump in now a 1/2 cup of applesauce. And we like to use the applesauce in here. If you'd like to change it up a little bit, you could use a 1/4 cup applesauce mixed with a 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt, if you want to do it that way. Chloe is going to add in for me 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then we're going to also incorporate here 2 tablespoons of honey for some additional sweetness. Now once we get the honey in here, how's that looking there, Braxton?
Good.
Getting it all together there? All right. So Braxton's got the dry ingredients going there. We've got the wet ingredients here. I'm just going to give this a little bit of a mix here with my whisk, just to kind of incorporate all of the wet ingredients together. Now this is a great recipe because obviously we're using less flour than we normally do. We're not adding in the oil. We're using the replacement with the applesauce as well as the peanut butter. And these chocolate peanut butter brownies are going to be just to die for. We tried these last night just to see how they would come out, and they were great. Now we're going to dump our dry ingredients into the wet ingredients here, and we're going to give this a little mix here as well. And what you want to do is make sure that you are not plopping it all over the place, because that oat flour as well as the cocoa powder in there do have a tendency to go all over the place. And Kinsley was sneezing a little bit earlier because it got up her nose as we were working on that. And then we're going to dump in one egg. We've got farm fresh eggs here, right from Becky Griggs, who teaches with my wife at Fremont Mills. So thanks, Becky, for the eggs. And now we're going to get these mixed up, just so it's incorporated. We don't want to overmix it, but we want to make sure that the batter is all incorporated, that we have the dry ingredients mixed here with the wet. Get the egg incorporated there as well, just so that it's a nice consistency and a nice creamy mixture here. So you mix this up just till it's incorporated, and then it's time to add my kids' favorite ingredient. And what's that? Chocolate chips. So we've got about 4 tablespoons of dark, and we've got mini chocolate chips here, but you can use the regular size chocolate chips. That'll be really nice to have inside there as well. So Kinsley and Chloe, can you take turns dumping some of these in here as I mix it up? All right, there's good. All right, dump a little bit more in there, and then Braxton can finish it off. All right, dump the rest of them in here, Braxton. All right, so now we've got our brownie mixture all ready to go. And now we have our oven preheated to 350 degrees, and you can either use a muffin pan, or we have a brownie pan that we have, Pampered Chef brownie pan here that we like to use here as well. And all I've done is taken it and spritzed it with some sprayed olive oil, just to make sure that nothing sticks to the pan there. And these are going to make about 9 nice brownies. So I've got just a little quarter cup here that I'm going to dump the batter into the tray here. And like I said, it's going to make about 9 brownies. You can use muffin tins. I would not use the paper on it, no muffin liners, but you can use the muffin tins to make it, or like I said, I've got this nice brownie pan that we like to use as well. So we're going to get these all in here. Like I said, about 9 brownies here. Kids, what's your favorite part about brownies? The gooiness. All right, we're gonna have some of that. What else? What's some of your other favorite things about brownies?
Chips.
Chocolate chips. I think nobody can go wrong with chocolate, right? Chocolate chips are the absolute best. So Braxton, will you pop that in the sink for me? I'm gonna get just the remaining batter out here into our pan, and we're gonna pop these into the oven. So we're going to pop these in the oven, and through the magic of television, we're going to take a look at what we've already made. So we're going to pop that into the oven here for about 20 minutes at 350 degrees, and we've already made some here. As you see, they pop out really nice here in the muffin tins, and I'm just going to pop it out here, and we're going to give them a little bit of a cut here. You can see it's a nice brownie consistency like we have there, and it's going to be really good. Now that these are cooled a little bit, I'm going to cut these up and let the kids each take a bite. Go ahead, kids. Just shove it on in there, Chloe. All right, what do you think of the brownies?
Good.
Yeah.
Really good. So these are our peanut butter and chocolate brownies. Just for some alternative, if you want to sprinkle the top with some extra chocolate, you can certainly do that. Make it even more chocolatey. And you can also put, like I said, larger chocolate chips into the brownies so that they are a little bit more gooey, almost like that molten kind of brownie when you eat that. So this is our new favorite brownie recipe that includes almond flour, cocoa powder, baking soda and powder, salt, brown sugar, peanut butter, applesauce and Greek yogurt, vanilla, honey, eggs, and of course chocolate chips. So we're going to snack on these for a little bit here and have some lunch, and then we'll get on to our next recipe. So very excited to have you joining us here in 2018 in the Dad Bod or Bust Kitchen. Be sure to like the Facebook page, like the videos, and also check out the new YouTube channel we're going to have. Give us a like, leave us a comment, and see how we can help you be happier and healthier in 2018. Kids, why don't you say have a great day?
Have a great day.
We'll see ya.